Buying and selling prices are now live at foottrading.co.uk. Thank you to everyone that has subscribed so far, and thank you for all the positive feedback. We worked very hard on it over the summer. I'm glad to see you guys are enjoying the additions, changes, everything that we have done. But what do you get for your money? £10 a month gets you access to Tier 1. That gets you access to low budget fodder prices and prices for trading with chem styles, including shadows, hunters and anchors. That's players who have chem styles attached to them. Tier 2 gets you access to our fluctuations area that actively tracks the markets, giving you guys the exact buy price, the exact sell price. The whole website is updated for 24 hours. Every single moment of every single day, the website is updated to give you guys the most accurate prices possible. But if you can't afford to subscribe, that's completely fine. If you create an account, there are free trading guides that teach you guys how to work with the market, how to trade. Already got people making hundreds of thousands of coins in their first few days of the game. So check out foottrading.co.uk. But for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, subscribe down below and make sure your notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. Today is your last chance to subscribe at foottrading.co.uk for your chance to win the rest of the year for completely and utterly nothing, completely free. You'll make millions and millions of coins over the whole year. Thank you to everyone that has subscribed so far. And again, thank you for 29,000 subscribers on YouTube. Like I said before, over half of you that watch these videos aren't subscribed. So subscribe to the channel. It keeps it growing and it keeps me bringing out tips and tricks for you guys so you haven't got to spend FIFA points on this game. Today's video, though, is all about what's coming tonight, and that is ones to watch. It hits tonight. It's looking ridiculous this year. I don't think we're ever going to see a ones to watch like this because of the sheer amount of transfers that have happened. This is Team 1, I believe. It's Alaba, Bergwijn, Ronaldo, Grealish, Hakimi, Varane. It's a very, very nice team indeed. Team 2's obviously got stuff. I think we might get a third team. I'm not going to lie to you. The sheer amount of stuff that's there. But ones to watch is the first time in the year where the market really, really does move about and there's a lot of coins to be made. So there's loads of things you need to look out for tonight. And the first thing we're going to talk about is the obvious one. That is the players themselves. So obviously all those guys there are going to go now become a ones to watch player. That means when they go into becoming the ones to watch, become a special card, their gold cards go out of packs. Usually the longer that a card is out of packs for, the more it rises. So you're likely to see most of these cards rise. Now, the advice that a lot of people will give you is that you should invest in them now, for example, because without a doubt, they're going to go up in price at some point. So to look at Denzel Dumfries, for example, as an option, right? So Denzel Dumfries right now, he's an 82 rated. He's going out of packs. And you can see already there's been a bit of a buying in him because he's up at 1,400 coins. Now, loads of people have started buying him today at this price. And I would advise strongly against it because what tends to happen is everyone tends to overinvest in these cards. And then when the card goes out of packs, like ones to watch at 6 PM, they get spammed onto the market and they get undercut and people start panicking and you can genuinely pick them up for cheaper than they are now. Once that panic ends, the market in them then rises. That's generally the trend from last year, the year before. If you got in early on these cards, no problem, you'll do fine. But if you're getting in now, I wouldn't want you buying these cards at the prices that a lot of them are going up to at this present moment in time. But what they will do well in is if we get an SBC that requires any sort of 82, 83 rated teams, cards like Dumfries, Locatelli who's 82 rated, Saul potentially, they could do quite well because once they come out of packs, if you need those cards for chemistry for your team, people will buy them. And as fodder rises, they'll come up with it. So they can be decent, but I'd be careful of them. The actual ones to watch cards themselves, I wouldn't buy them straight away. Let quite a few get opened up. They'll only decrease as more of the packs are opened up. They'll come down in price. Don't buy them straight away, whatever you do. You're asking for trouble if you go ahead and do that. I would suggest you're very, very careful on the ones to watches because they really do fluctuate quite heavily. Ones to watches are good to trade with all year round because they're live cards and sometimes you can hedge your bets. If Ronaldo goes and gets a hat-trick and you've got the coins, you can go and buy one. He'll probably rise in value. Sell him before we find out if he gets a team of the week and you make profit. But we'll talk about that sort of special card trading later in the year. There's no need to really go into that in great detail right now. But let's talk about the market itself. So the game came out today. Happy FIFA Day to everyone that's got it. And we've seen a slight dip in the market. It's not dropped heavily, but it's a slight dip. For example, Mertens was going for about 4.2 yesterday. He's now sort of achievable at 3.5, 3.6. Relatively, like he's even coming down further than that. But 3.5, 3.6 is roughly where Mertens is. He's come down a little bit. The market itself has taken a slight hit. The reason for that, people have now got the game. They're opening packs up. Like I said, the market will dip. But tonight, we're going to get a supply, probably, of the first lot of promo packs. So these are things beyond 7.5k packs. So the likely packs we could see are Jumbo Premium Gold packs, we could see Mega packs, we could see 45Ks, 50Ks, 100Ks. All these packs, we might even see Lightning rounds. Not sure, but we might see Lightning rounds. What that means is everybody that wants to do it, that's silly enough to do it, will put FIFA points on their account and they will open up loads and loads of packs. So straight away, you're going to get a lot of supply hitting the market quite heavily. Loads of cards coming on, and as people list them up, they're going to come down in price because people are going to undercut each other continually. So someone like a Mertens, for example, that's 3.6 right now, could get down as low as 2.5 because he's continually spammed onto the market and it brings his price down and price down and price down. But once those promo packs stop, once those promo packs end, the market usually stops at that point. The drop ends. And then what happens is people have got coins and they start to buy cards and the market starts to rise again. So if I've gone and opened up 8 100k packs, I've suddenly got 500,000 coins that I've made from those packs. I doubt it, but you never know. To spend, I then go and buy stuff to improve my team. Where the area that does really well here is in the middle of the market. Those cards that really do improve a team. So I'm looking at someone like De Jong here. You've got like Wijnaldum. Those sort of 20 to 50 to 100k cards tend to do quite well. Because realistically, anyone that's going to improve their team is going to look to these cards to really, really make a difference. They're not really going to look to a Mertens. Now, that doesn't mean you can't buy Mertens. Of course you can. But if you look at De Jong here, for example, he's come down about 10k since yesterday at the moment. But someone like a Mertens, someone who's buying a lesser team, fine, fantastic. But most people are going to look to improve their team with a better card. So these cards can do quite well. And they get hit quite hard, these cards. They get bigger undercuts. Because they're so expensive, if De Jong's at 80k, you'll see 70k, 65k being listed up just to get him sold. Because people worry that he's dipping and panic. And what other people do is the exact same thing. If they own a De Jong, they then go and sell and panic and sell him because they're seeing it and they don't realise the market will bounce. That's your opportunity to buy in. 100%. If you've got the coins at the higher end, the mid end, you can do that. But if you are going to buy in at the low end, you guys saw me do this the other day. If you're going to buy in at the low end, whatever you do, just buy those cards with chemistry styles on them. So Mertens at the moment, I've just shown you, is 3.6, okay? He's 3,600 coins. But at the moment with a Hunter, he's 5,500. That's a CM Hunter as well. He's 5,500. There's a 2,000 coin gap there. Now tonight, as a card price of this card, any cards that like this basically, Morales, I've said it a million times, anyone that's half decent and usable but low end, as the price of these cards gets hit tonight, that's your opportunity to buy into those cards, but buy them with chemistry styles and you'll make much more profit. I don't want to see the comment section full of, do I buy Mertens? What do I buy Mertens for? If you all go and buy Mertens, you'll screw each other up. Look for cards like Mertens. Like those sort of cards are perfect to do. With Richarlison, all those cards tend to do very well. But buy them with chemistry styles or even position changes on them. So if you find a Mertens and he's centre forward, buy him with Cam, CM on him. Those cards will rise quicker because there's less of them. There's more demand for them. They're the cards you really want to buy. You can just buy Mertens once he dips in price and you'll make profit. But if you buy him with a Hunter, if you buy him with a Cam, if you buy him with a CM, that's really where you're going to make most of your profit from. It's a really, really easy way to make coins. And again, pardon me, if you're not sure, all you've got to do, head over to Footbiz even, and do like FIFA 22 players, and then just do Nate League, I don't know, go to Italian Serie A for the example here, and then just have a little look through and look at the cards that have got a bit of pace about them, that are half decent. Let's have a little look at what we can go for here. Insigne could do quite well from this, Skriniar as well, Milinkovic-Savic could do relatively well, but still moderately usable. Lautaro Martinez, perfect for it. This card could do really well for Hunters, centre mids, cams. These cards could do really well. Who else is relatively usable? Obviously, Mertens we've already got there. Kessie could do well at a mid end. I wouldn't be looking at him if you've got lower coin total. That's not a good idea, in my opinion. Anyway, Barella could do very, very well with those position changes and chem styles on him. Who else we got here? I think we've probably about covered it. Probably a few more if you go further down that you might be able to look at. But I think we've about covered it. You see how Denzel Dumfries is up there. Be careful. It's like I'm saying to you guys. Be very, very careful. But yeah, they're the sort of cards you want to look for. Those ones that sort of need a Hunter or a Shadow to be usable. So people put them on them. But you're going to buy into them at the point when the market drops and everyone's listing them at the same time. They'll probably list them for what they're selling for at the low point. And they bounce back on them with position changes as high. Final thing to talk about is the type of packs that we get. If we do get mega packs tonight, or if we do get Jumbo Premium Gold packs, any pack that provides consumables could be very, very good. So the consumables you're sort of looking for, the ones that are relatively expensive. So position modifiers like Cam to CM. If you go and check the price of those now, like I know Cam to CM is about 2.6 at the moment, give or take. 2.5, 2.6. You look at these cards right now. Shadows are like 4.5k on Xbox. Those sort of cards, When we get packs that contain consumables and they're opened up, those consumables get listed very, very cheap. And the bounce back on them is usually very quick. Because people build their teams relatively quickly. They then use position modifiers, shadows, hunters, whatever you want to see to make make the team better, basically. And we make coins from it. Counter CMs, shadows, hunters, anchors. What else? I think I've got some really good ones here. CDM to CM, striker centre forward. Those sort of consumables can do very well. So go and check the price of those consumables now before 6 PM. And then post 6 PM, if we do get, it's not a guarantee, if we do get packs that are like that contain consumables, you can buy in and make very good profit. Look for a very decent drop before you start buying, but you cannot go wrong. They will eventually bounce back. If I'm, for example, counter CMs right now are 2526, I want them at like 1516 to make a good amount of profit and make it worth it. Best thing about consumables, you can leave them in your club. They don't have to go into your trade pile or onto your transfer list, or what's called transfer targets. They can go into your club. You can stack up 100 of them, leave them sitting there until the market rises, and then sell them on. But that's what you should know about tonight for ones to watch. Really easy trading tips, nothing too intense, just stuff that you guys can work with. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe down below. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. But for now, I am out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.
Escape to a world we don't